I'm finally going to see the,
Fun all
yes.
day in the dream house. And at night, we like to celebrate. Malibu Beach in the sun with loads of games to play. So whichever Barbie you are,
Yep.
take the spotlight.
Hopefully I'm not the only male in the audience here. So I've seen it for the headlines and a lot of talk about it. In fact, it's not a kids movie. It makes me a bit curious, like, what are they getting away with? What about that there? So I finally got to see the movie that gaining all the talk about online. Whether it be good or bad. And actually I liked it. I was actually quite surprised by it overall. I probably shouldn't give too much away. Not a kids movie. I shouldn't give too much away. Overall, it's essentially a satirical feminist cult classic in the making. That's probably going to be more along the lines of Grease or Mamma Mia in terms of its popularity, more so than anything. If you're expecting to come in this movie, it's a sort of fun for all affair that won't be too challenging. You might be in for a little bit of a rude awakening. It's actually, as a lot of people say, like Ben Shapiro and Matt Walsh on the internet, they say it's too woke or it's feminazi or something like that. Well, up yours. I actually thought it was a pretty good movie. A lot of jokes. I certainly was having a good laugh at it, a lot more so than some movies I've seen in recent years. The film does lose a little bit of steam as it comes back into the world of Barbie itself after she enters into the real world and explores how the way things sort of work as far as like gender roles are concerned and whatnot. But overall, the strength of the film is the satire, and I think for even a filmmaker who I don't really care that much about, like Greta Gerwig and her co-writer Noah Baumbach, who co-wrote some of the Wes Anderson films like Fantastic Mr. Fox and Isle of Dogs. So I actually do like some, and Greta Gerwig was the voice of the Afro blonde on Isle of Dogs, so she can be funny, but the hipster thing can be quite grating. This, on the other hand, is not that. I'm very grateful it was not like French Dispatch or Asteroid City or Grand Budapest, where it's just like, oh, here we go again, this hipster crap. No, it's actually sort of mass appeal for anyone who's interested. It's quite political. There's a particular line toward the end, which I won't give too much away, but there's a bit where she says, okay, the person has left. Spoiler alert for anyone. Hi, I'm here to see a gynecologist. Yeah, especially with Roe versus Wade being invalid and illegal, many states took it. That certainly was a dig at people like Ron DeSantis and Trump and anyone who's pretty much a Republican. If you're a Republican going to see this, you might want to question your own identity yourself. You'll be outed for being a closet lefty or communist or feminazi, and you'll be told to get alive. But, that's their problem. More power to us who enjoyed the film as it was without being told you can't see it. They didn't fall for this when Joker came out. People saw Joker despite the calls about having incel violence. People seeing this Sound of Freedom film despite being links with QAnon. So if you stop someone from watching something, they will find a way to see it, one way or another. Human nature. And I think that's it really. I got to play a goodbye to it. Certainly was as long as Oppenheimer, but I had to go to the bathroom a little bit. But overall, a great surprise. And as far as the age rating restriction is concerned, it is a 12A. It's PG-13 for moderate innuendo, brief sexual harassment, implied strong language, and in my opinion, it's more appropriate PG. I mean, there's nothing really in it that you probably wouldn't have expected in something like, let's say, Grease, which has quite rude jokes and also, underage smoking, that sort of thing, some sexual dialogue that was, 70s PG. So this is more like the sort of old school PGs that we used to have. There may not be as many uses of the word shit, but we do have a bleak use of the word motherfucker. I don't know if that counts. And then we get the words penis and vagina being said in succession with one another, doing a quite hilarious scene where there are some construction people trying to sort of catcall on Barbie in the real world, which I thought was hilarious, but might make some parents a little bit uncomfortable, and they might have to have some questions after the main movie. So if you do bring young children to see this, you might have some few things to explain, particularly on the mature themes end of things, because it deals with sexism and misogyny, quite frankly, more so than many mainstream films I've seen in recent years. I mean, for a corporate movie like this, my goodness, it's crazy. People are joining in on the craze. Would you look at that? Hilarious. Applied to Barbie because it's a 12A. It's not even a PG, which I thought it was going to be, but it applies to Oppenheimer. Teenagers, adults. Make no mistake. From your friend at Skinny Media.